Okay, we are back on the Lottery Detective. Today we are going to be working with the four-digit numbers, but for this demonstration, I'm going to use three-digit. Of course, you're familiar with the chart that I've used in the past. Now, with our three-digit lottery, we have all our states, plus Canada and Puerto Rico. Now, the information is coming from November the 5th, 2016. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started. Of course, as you see my blue lines and red lines, I'm trying to show a connection, a number, which is a number association with all numbers, and all numbers do connect. Now, now my two star numbers are my secondary numbers, which is your 872, your 328 family, 823 732. These are the numbers or the family that I'm using to point out this little demonstration here. Now, everything marked underlined with the blue is, of course, connected to your 872, your 823, your 328 family, your 339s, and most of them are crossover numbers. But you cannot get a crossover number from a secondary number that is going to take you to a primary number. So I'm going to get to that in a moment. 509, 601, all the numbers with blues underneath, they are connected with your 872 family, with your blue asterisk. Now, how the 235 comes in to play is, and the reason the numbers fall the way they do, they are connected some kind of way through the rundown. So we have your 235 that was drawn with your 872. Okay. Also, here it is again, your 708 family, which is a part of your 235 family, was drawn with the 708. Now, the primary numbers that are connected with one another, you have two lines that would be indicating that the number will be found, or family members, in part of any of these rundowns. Not necessarily this could be any part of the family. I would like to show you a booklet that I use, and it's kind of marked up because this is how I go by breaking down numbers. In the 237 family, I have broken down everything from the 012, the 013, and how many times I can find these numbers in the rundown. And of course, you need this information if you want to better understand, uh, for me to explain this information based off a rundown using your 123 formula, your 111 formula. With your four-digit numbers, you're using 1111 and your 1231. Now, so this is how numbers connect. Everything that is connected to these two numbers are most likely connected to all the numbers. I'm just only showing you a brief sample of what to look for. Now, with Georgia, your 513 is connected to the 871. When you do your rundown on your 513, you're going to find your 872 exactly in this order. Now, the 513 also, and for Tennessee, is part of this group, the 802. And the 513, Saturday, the 5th, you found every last one of these numbers in the minus column of the 513. You found, not necessarily in this order, but the 8 802-719-648. They are all in the minus column of the 513. Now, this is your 4-digit information. The very same numbers you saw on the 3-digit, and of course our star number, the 832 family, here it is with 630. That connection still remains. The only simplest way I can show you how to do your 4-digit is divide your numbers into two parts. 2378, they are both secondary numbers. Part of your first 3 digits is 237 is secondary number, and your last 3 digit secondary number 378 secondary. Now, when you have a number like this in your drawings, you have 1, 3, 7, and an 8. The first part, the first 3 digits are 1, 3, and 7. This would be a primary number. And the last part, 3, 7, 8. And you need to separate them in order to really look at your rundown that you have in this workout. You would need to see what numbers are appearing the most in your 3-digit compound number, and also in your basic rundown 4-digit number. Now I'm going to go ahead and quickly finish all this information with the blue lines. These are numbers that you saw in your 3-digit numbers. They are still connecting here in your 4-digit. Your 869 family and your 827, the very same thing with the 3-digit. They are still connecting, coming through in the 4-digit numbers. Now, I'm going to show you that much, but I also want to just show you extra additional numbers that you can play this time of the year from September, October, and November. Pretty much you'll find, I call them triple plus. Just triples, and you add in on one other number. You can play them along with your favorite numbers, but for beginners, people that have really little or no knowledge about 4-digit, these are good numbers to play. We have some quads in here also. But these are numbers that you'll probably see pretty much like triples every other month or every 2 or 3 months. But I notice they fall mostly at this time of the year, from October, November, and December, as you can see. And so far in November, there's not been that many. But this is all I have for you today. Basically working your 3-digit knowledge and information along with your 4-digit information. And if you have any other question on how to do this, I did it with someone in Michigan the other day by just on top of my head using the number that they have and dividing it. And I came up with the 015016, and I believe a couple of days later, the number came 0016 in Michigan. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you so very much.